Monster kill. I love Unreal Tournament 2004. It's just so ridiculous, so fast-paced. It's one of the greatest deathmatch shooters of all time. Turning your friends into bloody piles will never get old. And the fast respawn times keep newbies like me from getting too bored. It's also currently our favorite after-hours LAN party game in the PC Gamer office. We've played it almost every night this week. It's good for camaraderie, and also for angering Logan to the point where he starts offering cash bounties on Evan's head. Good times.
Everyone raves about Tribes' use of jetpacks, and hey, believe me, I've got nothing against jetpacks, but I feel like we really forget how innovative Tribes was in its own time. In '98, a year before Quake 3 or Unreal Tournament, Tribes had massive maps, flying vehicles that you could use to taxi your teammates, sci-fi weapons like the Spin Fuser, and it was one of the first shooters to let players really express themselves with distinct offensive roles, like a flag runner, and defensive roles, like an engineer. Tribes was also one of the first games to really execute this notion of base infrastructure. Bases had functioning, independent systems like turrets and generators and sensors that you could destroy, remotely control, or repair. As a kid, all that freedom and complexity sparked my imagination and made me an FPS fan for life.
So let's see, why does Quake rule? It's got quad damage, which turns even your wussiest weapons into gib factories. It freaking started rocket jumping, soon to be an official Summer Olympic sport, well, at least it should be. And it's got the secret level of Ziggurat Vertigo, a low-G playground like the one you wish you had when you were a kid. Only this playground's loaded with hot lava and nail guns, and death.
So, Painkiller's the kind of game that reminds me why I got into shooting things in the first place. It's a classic balls-out shooter that chucks thousands and thousands and thousands of enemies at you and gives you the most badass weapons to take them out with. That includes the glorious steak gun. There is nothing like making just the right arc that plunges a steak into the lungs of a twitching demon, and you get to see him explode in a shower of steakhouse treats. It's gory, brutal, and oozes imagination and weirdness. Painkiller is all meat and no filler for shooter fans.
Alright, I know that almost everyone will tell you that Quake 3 is the best, and my colleague Chris can't see past Quake 1, which is forgivable, and he's weird. But who's gonna stand up for Quake 2 with me? I mean, it's still some of the most fun I have playing CTF and Deathmatch, and most importantly, it has character. In Quake 2, railguns are railguns, not silly little lasers, and gibs are giant blocks of red gore. And that's how I like it.